Hi, it's me again, Nico, and you know what I hate? Coins! I truly dislike to collect those shiny yellow things that are scattered everywhere in the Mushroom Kingdom, and this is why I have decided to embark on a crusade against those pesky coins. My first challenge was Super Mario 3D World, and amongst all the other ones I did later down the line, this first one was definitely the hardest to complete. Well, that was until I decided to try Super Mario 3D Land for the Nintendo 3DS. The rules are simple. There's a coin counter that sometimes appears on the top left corner of the screen. We will try to keep this at 0. I must first start off by introducing a couple of game mechanics in this game that will prove to be quite a problem in this quest. Just like in Super Mario 3D World, if you jump on an enemy in Super Mario 3D Land, it turns into a coin that you automatically collect. So jumping on an enemy is out of the question. Every level in Super Mario 3D Land features 3 of those star coins, and although they do not count in my total coins, I'll try to dodge them for the fun of it. You gotta be careful for some coins that are hidden in bushes, in flowers, there are some invisible blocks containing some, so everything in this game is basically out to give you coins. When grabbing the flagpole at the end of each level, you must absolutely grab the very top, or else the game awards you between 1 and 10 coins depending on how high you grabbed it. Grabbing the very top gives you a 1-up, which is what we want instead of those coins. But even if you grab the top of the pole, there is still a huge problem. The game transforms the remaining seconds into coins. The game only awards you coins for every 10 remaining seconds, so if you got under 10, you get 0 coins. You will have to wait next to the flagpole for the remaining seconds to be under 10. We are ready to tackle this epic quest and try to rescue the princess without being able to pay for her popcorn at the movies. Here we go! World 1-1 is the introduction level, and it does a good job at showing you the basics without being too difficult. The true difficulty comes from grabbing the very top of the flagpole without accidentally grabbing a coin. World 1-2 is next, and will introduce you to the Fire Flower power-up, which will prove to be quite a useful item as any enemies defeated by a Fire Flower turns into a coin. But this coin remains where the enemy died, so you don't automatically pick it up. The end of this level is over here inside this pipe, and sadly there's no way to enter it without grabbing at least 1 coin. Wow, is this quest over already? No. Cause luckily, and thanks to my buddy Mero, I learned that there was a secret exit that you can access by jumping up here. Doing this saves you from collecting any coin and teleports you directly to World 2-1. World 2-1 is one annoying level that has tons of ninja coins hidden in bushes, in flowers, and pretty much everywhere really. Make sure to kill all of the Goombas and Piranha Plants at the end before grabbing the flagpole, and you're gonna be okay. World 2-2 is located underground and features poison water everywhere, which leads to some pretty scary jumps. When you kill those 3 Goombas near the flagpole at the end, make sure to activate your aimbot, because if a fireball touches one of those flowers, it will turn into a coin that you automatically collect. Come on! World 2-3 is actually the very first easy level in this run because there's basically no coins at all. Don't be afraid to use those propeller boxes as they turn into a 1-up when grabbing the flagpole and not a coin. World 2-4 doesn't feature that many coins, just time your jumps with the flipping platforms and you'll be done in no time. World 2-Flying Ship is up next, and it is our first auto-scroller level in this run. Luckily, there's not a lot of coins on those airships, so you'll reach Boom Boom in no time. Just like in Super Mario 3D World, the boss fight is really easy. Just make sure to run as far away from Boom Boom as you can after giving him the final blow, as he will explode into a dangerous pile of coins. Be patient near the flagpole, grab it when the time is below 10 seconds, and on that note, World 2 is done. World 3-1 is a pretty easy level with not a lot to talk about. There's one of those block enemies near the end, which kinda scared me a little bit because remember, if there's an enemy near the flagpole when you grab it, it turns into a coin. But I think the game thinks this block dude is not an enemy while it's sleeping, as no coins were given to me when I grabbed the flagpole. World 3-2 is our first underwater stage, and it does feature a couple of scary parts, especially this one here with the 2 golden rings. But if you crouch down and hug the wall on top, you'll just barely fit in between and you'll be good. World 3-3 doesn't have a lot of coins, which is always good. It does, however, feature those platforms that fall down 2 seconds after you walk on them. And all of the platforms near the flagpole at the end are made out of it, meaning that you won't be able to just relax while waiting for the timer to go down. You'll have to keep walking left and right for more than 4 minutes. Wow. Be patient, be ready, and this level is a thing of the past. World 3-4 is our first snow level and is actually pretty relaxing as it doesn't feature any dangerous coins. World 3-5 requires 15 star coins to unlock, and since we're not collecting those, we can just skip it. World 3-Ship is next and does feature one very tricky part where you want to run super fast to avoid getting hit by those big spike pillars, but the game is evil and put a single coin on the platform there, which you have no time to see on your first try. Why are you so evil, game? Come on. Defeat Boom Boom, grab the flagpole, and World 3 is officially done. Welcome to World 4-1, which isn't the most difficult level you'll beat, but I suggest having a fire flower ready for those piranha plants on those moving platforms and for those beetles near the end of the level. World 4-2 requires you to bounce from the bottom to the top. Luckily, there's not a lot of coins above you, so you can bounce without being afraid. That is, until this bounce pad at the end. Just forget about using that one, like there's a million coins around it. But use a couple of well-timed wall jumps and you'll be able to get to the top in no time. World 4-3 requires 30 star coins, so just like 3-5, we have to skip that one. World 4-4 is our first ghost house and it does include a generous amount of coins, but none that are difficult to dodge, so you'll beat this one in no time. World 4-5 is an easy one for this quest as you won't find a lot of coins. Grabbing the top of the flagpole might be a little bit tricky, but use those green switches and you'll be okay. World 4-Ship has this part here full of dangerous coins that are pretty difficult to dodge. And sadly you can't just glide out of the danger because there's an invisible wall that prevents you from coming back if you do so. Luckily for us, there's a hidden passage that you can use to skip this entire problematic section. Fight Pom Pom, dodge her coins explosion, and we are done with World 4. Yes, you've heard that right, we are halfway through the game and we still have no coins. Hopefully World 5 will be gentle with us. Maybe I shouldn't have jinxed myself, because World 5-1 is actually pretty tricky, especially this elevator part here. There's only one coin in the middle of the screen, but as enemies appear from below you, defeating them with a fireball makes more coins appear. And then there are those spiky balls that turns into coins upon colliding with the bigger ones. Yes, this part was pretty tricky. The second problem comes from the fact that grabbing the top of the flagpole seems to be impossible over here. Basically, you're supposed to get in the cannon, to go through that golden coin ring, and then you'll catch the top of it. But you know, we don't want that coin ring. But grabbing the top from over here is impossible because you won't be able to jump that high. Luckily for us, I learned geometry at school, so I tried to aim at the cannon just a little bit above and it should theoretically still work. And would you look at that? It did! Stay in school, kids, it's important for Mario Coinless runs. We did it! World 5-2 is next, and this one is actually going to be quite a problem. So as you can see, those 3 coins are right in the way you're supposed to go. The little openings are so tight that no matter what I tried, I couldn't fit in there without collecting a minimum of 2 coins. And then the rest of the level would prove to be quite a problem too. No matter what I did, I couldn't complete this level without collecting a minimum of 4 coins. I tried many jumps, many strategies, going there as Tiny Mario, going there as Tall Mario. I tried so many jumps over and over again, and nothing I did was actually working. Hey, it's Sick Nico from the future. I'm editing this video, and while I was doing so, Sieve Gaming posted a similar one where he managed to do it getting only 1 coin. But props on him, but get ready for this, cause I'm about to beat you, Sieve. An hour or 2 later, I just got mad and started killing Mario on purpose at this part out of pure anger. I know, that's not a good thing to do, but you know what? After killing Mario over and over again, the game eventually gave me a special item to try to help me. And eventually, after dying even more, a new block appeared containing a special P-Wing, which teleports you right to the end flagpole. Do you see what I see? I see a potential way of skipping this level without collecting any coin. I quickly hit the reset button and started losing lives on purpose on this fire thing over here, up until the game gave me a P-Wing. Using it, we can get to the end, skipping this evil stage and all of the coins that we would have taken, and this level is now done. Is it cheating? I don't know, the rules just said we want to complete the game without collecting a single coin. It never said we couldn't use the help provided by the developers at Nintendo, so I'd say this is pretty legit. World 5-3 needs 40 star coins, so we can't do it. World 5-4 contains many big moles, so make sure you have a fire flower in stock to defeat them. There's also a couple of tricky jumps, so having a Tanuki suit is also mandatory over here. World 5-5 is next, and at first it doesn't look that difficult. You basically just grab one of those propeller boxes and move to the end of the level. But what have we got here? A couple of flying beetles around the flagpole. This proves to be a problem, as the red one turns into a coin when you grab the flagpole. You sadly cannot use your fire flower when having the block on your head, so my next strategy was to go with a Tanuki suit, then to switch to the Fire Mario power-up once near the flagpole. Then I would kill the beetle, switch back to Tanuki, and grab the pole. This was a perfect plan. Except it wasn't, because of that red beetle. No matter what I did, and no matter how good my angle seemed to be, I couldn't get that fireball to land on that red beetle. I guess it has something to do with the travel distance of the fireball before it disappears. But unfortunately, I couldn't defeat that beetle, and even using our buddy the Super P-Wing, we just get teleported near the flagpole and the red beetle still transforms into a coin. As far as I can tell, this level is going to be the end of us. We now have one shameful coin. That is sad, I know, but we won't let that one coin ruin our mood, okay? Let's try to finish the game without collecting some more, shall we? Hey, Nico from the future again. So, a username xEpicProdigy99x actually posted a video showing that it is indeed possible to do this level without collecting a coin. Look at the jump. Wow. I couldn't do that myself, dude. That was pretty insane. World 5-Castle is next. Or is it? This castle requires 50 star coins and we have 0, but we cannot skip this one like we could with previous star coins locked levels. Haven't played this Mario game in years, I completely forgot the star coins were mandatory to complete the game. I'm such an idiot, dude. This quest was already painful enough. I actually had to go back to World 1-1 to start collecting star coins. Yes, I had to replay all of those levels we just did another time. Oh my gosh, this was painful. To be fair, I considered just canceling this video at this point because of how mad I was. But eventually, I just went back, played them all, gathered some star coins, and arrived back at World 5 Castle with enough coins to open up this level. Dude, you don't even know how painful it was. But just before we do this level, I also played the levels we skipped on our first run, so let me talk a little bit about them. World 3-5 isn't a very difficult level, however you will have to wait for a while in here before entering this box if you want to grab the top of the flagpole with less than 10 seconds remaining, as those platforms they move to the left and then they're gone, they never respawn. World 4-3 does feature coins that are annoyingly placed, but use your Tanuki suit and you'll be able to dodge them quite easily. World 5-3 features tons of moving platforms, but all of the coins can be dodged without any big trouble. And on that note, we are back to World 5-Castle, which does not feature that many coins. It does feature a fight against Bowser, which isn't very difficult, and there you go. World 5 is officially over. Man, this world was so painful. It's crazy. I definitely deserve a break after finishing it. World 6-1 is a tricky level because there are so many cheap sheeps everywhere, and as soon as I got to the end of the level, I instantly had flashback from the ants in Super Mario 3D World. Those big fishes keep spawning over and over again, and sadly, grabbing the flagpole turns one of them into coins. Luckily for us, you can actually kill those guys with a fire flower. So here's the strategy that I use. I just went back to 1-2, got a fire flower, and then I started spamming my fireballs to kill the big fishes as soon as they spawn. I also placed my Tanuki leaf to the right to be ready to grab it for the flagpole when the time comes. And no coins this time! Wow! I can't believe this actually worked! World 6-2 is up, and it's a very difficult level, as there are coins everywhere. A lot of tries later, I eventually managed to avoid all of those annoying coins and reach the end of this level. World 6-3 is a little bit tricky because it's a ghost house and the ending was particularly annoying. You have to stand on those teleporting platforms to get high enough to grab the top of the flagpole, but each of those teleporting platforms contains a coin, so you'll have to get to the very corner of the platform in order to avoid any coin. World 6-4 is all about timing your jumps right. It only features one tricky part, which is over here, but a well-placed high jump is all that is needed. World 6-5 is super easy and there are no real tricky parts here. World 6-ship is also not that difficult, the only tricky part being this one over here where you must dodge coins and the spiky platform at the same time. Defeat Pom Pom and World 6 is now done. World 7-1 is super easy as most of the coins can be easily avoided. If you hit that invisible block at the end containing a 1-up mushroom, make sure to grab it before grabbing the flagpole, because it turns into 10 coins if you don't. Oopsie! World 7-2 is pretty easy as it doesn't feature a lot of coins, and the same can be said about World 7-3, which barely has any coins except for this part here, which looks way harder than it actually is. Just do a ground pound on the rope and you'll avoid everything. World 7-4 takes place in a big clock with moving platforms and cogs, and at first it's not that difficult, up until this part here where you're stuck in this little narrow space, which sadly features coins. I don't see any way of actually dodging those, and I even tried to wall jump from the front, but I couldn't get to actually make it to the high platform. If you enter the box, you get teleported over here, so I tried to just glide using the Tanuki suit, but the game prevents me from doing so by killing me. Sadly, I think this is one of those levels that we cannot complete without grabbing at least 1 or 2 coins. Hey, it's Nico from the future again, and Civ Gaming kinda fixed that problem by finding a solution which requires you to do a bunch of wall jumps as small Mario. So yeah, my original plan was to use the P-Wing, but yeah, Civ kinda fixed it. Thanks buddy, hooray! World 7-5 is a pretty easy level which does feature a couple of coins, but none that is truly in the way. World 7-Ship does feature a couple of tricky jumps needed to dodge coins, but after a couple of tries you'll be able to do them easily. Make sure to have a fire flower if you want to enter this pipe to go fight the boss, because there's a mole that you need to defeat on top of it. After defeating both Boom Boom and Pom Pom at the same time, World 7 is complete. World 8-1 is the first level in this last world, and luckily it's pretty easy and doesn't contain too many coins. The end of the level requires you to aim correctly using the cannon on top of the flagpole. World 8-2 has this one annoying part where you gotta hold on the moving pole while dodging coins, but that's about it really. World 8-3 is very easy and most coins are in plain sight and are easy to dodge. World 8-4 is a ghost house that for once isn't tricky or annoying. Finally! World 8-5's difficulty doesn't come from the coins, but mostly from the fact that you must defeat that annoying mole that is located at the end of those swapping platforms. Once you manage to defeat it, this level is over. World 8-Bowser is up, and it's not very difficult and doesn't contain a lot of coins. Dodge Bowser, hit that switch, and on that note, Princess Peach is finally saved and our quest has come to an end. Wait a minute. Whoa, I got tricked. This is not the end. There's more to this world. Wow, okay, didn't expect that. World 8-6 is next. It is actually pretty scary because of all the coins located on those moving platforms, but it's actually very doable. Next up is the real World 8-Bowser, the final one for real this time. It doesn't contain that many coins, as it's mostly just a level to build up the hype and tension for the final boss. Those cannons here are kinda tricky because you wanna avoid the golden rings and the red rings, but I mean just aim to the left to the right and you're gonna be good. Luckily, the final battle against Bowser doesn't contain any coins, so there you go. Bowser is defeated, the princess is saved for real, and we can now peacefully fly back to the castle. We did it, guys! Is it possible to beat Super Mario 3D Land without collecting a coin? Yes, it is possible to do it using the P-Wings to skip some annoying levels and this very precise jump over here. Wow, we did it! This was by far the most difficult challenge I've done here on this channel, and you know what? Super Mario 3D Land actually features 8 more special secret worlds full of spooky coins. I'm gonna regret what I'm about to say, but if this video gets 10,000 likes, I will attempt to beat all of the secret worlds without collecting any coin. Why am I doing that to myself? Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed what I do and want to support me, you can now click the join button and become an official member of this channel. It will give you early access to my videos before anyone else and early news on what projects I'm working on in the future. In the meantime, hit subscribe, tap the cards on screen to check out all of the previous challenges I've attempted, and I'll see you in the next one.